Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are kicking off the most wonderful time of the year, leading up to Christmas with the Santa's Workshop felt panel sew along. So come on in and join me. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I'm an early childhood educator turned Riley Blake fabric designer, and today we are kicking off the Santa's Workshop felt panel sew along. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to go through the things that you need. I'm going to tell you where to get all the information, where to get the blogs, where to get the free downloads, some extra special details in there, and what's coming up right after this. Hint, hint, that you might want to join as well. So let's begin. First things first is you need your Santa's Workshop felt panel. So make sure that you have found Santa's Workshop felt panel. These are extra large, high quality felt. They're basically cut and play. We are going to do a little bit of sewing if you want, but they can really be just cut and play as well. They're full of loads of characters, and there's a tote that comes with them as well, and a playmat, Santa's Workshop bag, and pockets for all of them to save. So you're going to want to make sure you can get that. If you're looking for this particular panel and a couple of the other elements, I am going to just share with you my affiliate code for Missouri Star, where you can get 20% off your purchases. So we'll put the link down below, and you're welcome to grab that if you want there. If you are a shop that's carrying this panel, please feel welcome to share your link below as well, so we know where it is. Thank you so much. Okay, so the Santa's Workshop felt panel, like I explained, has this beautiful tote that is, this is all the raw edge, so it's just easy assembly. There's all these great pockets. Here's the workshop. Here's a flat place to play. And all of the characters can also go into this quilt pattern. This is called the North Pole Village quilt pattern. And we're doing a sew along with this quilt pattern following right after. So right after this is done, it goes directly into this quilt along. So if you want to make this quilt and hang it on your wall, there'll still be lots of time to finish the quilt and get it up in time for Christmas. And then you can count down the days with your felt panels, and then they have one to put in. Or they can take one out for each day and have one to play with. So when they get to the number, obviously 25 is the last house in the village, then it's Christmas time. So here we go. A couple of things that you need to know. The instructions are printed directly on the panel. So this is like the easy method. They're right on the panel, as well as any extra products that you might want to need, but they're all optional, just so you know. There is a free download. So I always like to offer fully illustrated step-by-step instructions. I'm just going to give you a glance at what they look like. And if you want these instructions, all you need to do is hop over to the website, enter in your best email address, and you can get them. If you don't want to enter your email address, just hop over to our blog each week, and we'll post that week's instructions with illustrations on that blog post. Otherwise, you can download these right away and start working on it as you sew along. To make sure that you are part of the sew along and all of the fun and all of the instructions for every week, you'll also want to sign up for the sew along. So the sew along will give you that downloaded instructions if you want them to fully illustrated, but it gives you kind of a breakdown of how to do each week. So there's like preparing and cutting the felt shapes, adding the details and making the felt dolls, prepare and sew the bags, and then finish the bags and special touches. It also gives you hashtags to use if you're posting on social media. And then here's that supply list at the back again too. So definitely join for the sew along. If you haven't already, you can catch my video with Misty Doan that I did at Missouri Star when I was there, and you can catch that video on the Missouri Star YouTube channel. If you join the sew along, we'll also link it there as well. We're going to talk through different ways throughout the sew along of how to embellish and make things even cuter. And we know that kids love tactile. So if you see on this like felt panel, you can see all these little French knots that I made there. Oh my goodness, isn't that just adorable? And who doesn't want to just keep playing with that? Depending on age appropriateness, if you're going to use anything like this, but I sewed buttons on the first layer before I did the backing. And these are just Lori's cute cut buttons, and they just fit perfectly on the bulbs that I had illustrated. And it just adds a little bit of texture. But if it's for any child under the age of 4 or 5, just be wary of choking hazards for buttons always. Another thing that you should look for is sparkle paste. So this is a new product that is just launching. I've designed this with, I've teamed up with ThermoWeb to design more colors than this, but this is the collection that I've curated for Santa's Workshop. And what this is, it's just amazing. So if you love fabric crafts, you're going to definitely want sparkle paste. Sparkle paste is designed for fabric. It comes in these adorable little containers, and it's like a fabric paint, but it has sparkles in. So you can use a toothpick, you can use a paintbrush, you can accent all of these wonderful felt panels and characters, and even quilts with it. It can be used on t-shirts, anything. And the great thing about it is it's heat and bond. So you can follow the instructions on how to heat set it so that you can throw it in the washing machine and wash it, and the sparkles won't come off everywhere. So it's really innovative and super exciting. And I can't wait for you to experiment and have fun with it as well. I also have pulled together some of my favorite Aurifil floss colors that match this collection. So if you want a list of those colors, we'll have it on the sew along as well. So just make sure you've signed up for that sew along. And you'll definitely want to have one of my very favorite go-to products. When I love it so much, I have a whole bolt of it here. It's the Craft Heavyweight Fusible Interfacing. So it's fusible on one side, and I love to use it in my felt dolls, and I use it inside the bag to make it a little bit more sturdy. You don't have to, but there is instructions in the sew along how you'll do that. So if you want that product, I would highly suggest hopping on and grabbing that as well. And then you'll be fully ready to just get into the Christmas spirit and sew along for this Santa's Workshop felt panel sew along. Before I let you go, I do want to just mention this North Pole quilt, because if you're like me, you'll want to make sure you have your fabrics when it starts. So you can also go on the website under fabric collections and go under Santa's Workshop. There's the North Pole Village quilt along. You can sign up for that quilt along. You can grab this pattern on my website right away. I'll put the link down below as well. And this pattern has, it's not using a fabric collection. It's just using Riley Blake Designs basics. So you're welcome to use your stash, or you're welcome to go shopping. Again, you can use my 20% off code if you want and get to the exact colorings and confetti cottons. I use some blossoms in here that I have for my quilt sample. So I would definitely highly suggest, if you're hoping to join in with this, that you start to pull your fabrics together. This will be a little bit longer of a quilt along because we have a couple of fun steps to go through it, but you'll have plenty of time before Christmas to get it all ready and hung on your wall for all to enjoy. So happy with this start of this new season, the freshness in the air, and a little bit of cooler weather. It's been a very hot summer. So let's get started on that Santa's Workshop felt panel sew along. Join all the links below. And thank you from my heart for being here. And I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.